except for my side.
Number
Are you
5,
we've had all kinds of delays. We had a kid get hit with a ball. We're 2
Number
hours
8,
in the face.
Paxton
Yeah.
Dixon.
We had paramedics over here. We were stopped
Number
for about
6,
15 minutes.
Aiden
We had
Bishop.
multiple stops with the machine.
You know what?
Number
You know what's
3,
happening is that the heat is just taking it out of these kids, and they're just not taking the
Number
extra
24,
effort to get
Knox
glove in place.
Lumley.
And I mean, I can't blame them. I mean, I
Number
might be
12,
All right, man.
Brody
Whatever.
Newsom.
All right, thank you. Good luck.
And number 27,
Hey, we need to find out where
Landon
we're going to be eating.
Lumpkins.
There's a lot of places around, but
Coaches,
we'll figure it out.
Okay.
I just hope
London
we can jump
Cattle,
to the hotel so I can jump in the
Jason
shower.
I have to join you for breakfast at the regular time.
Chesley Dixon, and Ronnie Newsom. Introducing Alabama. Number 17, Harry Grant. Number 7, Connor Snyder. Number 3, Ashner Arnett. Number 22, Ryder Lowry. Number 2, Carter Grant. Number 5, Luke Woolley. Number 21, Kelton Elliott. Number 10, Colton Jones. Number 99, Jeremiah Pettis. Number 6, Cam Grant. Number 1, Ethan Speed. And number 11, Brian Gilgore. Coaches are Damian Lowry, Jeff Woolley, and Justin Graham. Umpires are Philip Doris and John Wall. Please stand for our invocation and our national anthem.
Gracious, loving Heavenly Father, how grateful we are for all that you give us this beautiful day, this great game of baseball. May we all learn as we watch these young men play and play to the best of their ability. May fans be the best that they can and players do the best that they can. For we ask all this in your great and holy name. Amen.
Mr. Darts, take the field.
Welcome back to our continuing coverage of the 2018 Dixie Youth Baseball Machine Pitch World Series as we wrap up pool play with our last couple of games. Georgia and Alabama fighting to determine who will get the runner-up spot in Pool 2 behind South Carolina and advance to the championship bracket. Hello, everyone. I'm Mike Rideout. I'll handle the play-by-play of today's game. If you'd like to send a shout-out during the game, send them via text message. 352 area code 258-8450. 352-258-8450 to send your number via text message. Earlier today, it was Alabama falling to South Carolina. Despite building a 3-0 lead, South Carolina rallied for a 4-3 victory. And also Georgia falling to South Carolina 7-2. Carson Kettles will lead it off here in the top of the first. Game scheduled for 6. First pitch is on the way, and we are underway. A swing and a miss for strike one. Well, it looks like we might get lucky in all divisions and have no playoff games tonight. So far, no playoff games scheduled. Bouncing ball left side to the shortstop. The throw over is low and in the dirt, gets away. The runner going to go to second. The throw to second is not going to get there in time. So Kettles reach bases safely. That sends up Nate Lloyd, the shortstop. And he hits this pitch on the ground over to the shortstop, who fields it and throws to first. That's a nice play because you had the runner kind of obstructing him a little bit, but Carter Grant makes a good play for the first out of the inning. Kettles moves to third. One out. Here's Gannon Smith, the catcher. Here's a shout-out that says, good luck to Nathaniel Lloyd with Team Georgia. Love Daddy, Mom, Austin, and Elijah. Thank you, guys. If you want to send a shout-out, send it via text message, 352-258-8450. Another ball for the shortstop. He's getting a lot of work this inning. The ball was dropped at first base, and the runner is safe. That will plate Kettles. And Georgia takes the first lead, 1-0. That will send up Jacob Hughes, the first baseman. Hughes hits this one on a line drive to the shortstop. It's caught for the out. Runner will hold it first. And that's the second out of the inning. 2 gone for Landon Claxton. Claxton lines this one past the pitcher and into center field for a base hit. Throw will come home, and that will send the runner to second. So Georgia looking to add 2 more. They've got runners at second and third. There are 2 outs in the inning. That will send up the number 6 hitter in the order, third baseman number 8, Paxton Dixon. Here's a shout-out that says, let's go Team Georgia, we love you. Paxton Dixon, number 8, love Nene, Uncle Chance, Christian, and Jace watching from Metter, Georgia. First pitch taken for ball 1.
Hit it hard, now hit it hard, Pat. Lock in, baby, swing that bat at it, hit it hard. Hard hit, eyes on the ball.
Next pitch popped up behind the plate, and it will get out of play.
Hey, Pat,
There's a shout out. Go number 24, Knox, and go, Georgia, go. Make sure you let us know who you are. So that way when the players go back and watch the games, they'll know who sent the shout out to them. This one's fouled back. 2 strikes now on Paxton Dixon. And this one hit into center field for a base hit. That will plate another run. RBI single. They'll hold the other runner at third base. Gannon Smith scores to make it 2-0 Georgia. Runners on the corners for Aiden Bishop. Another shout out. Go Team Georgia. Go Gannon. Mama love you. This one's fouled back. Aiden Bishop starting in right center.
Hey, keep your feet in there. Hit it hard, buddy. You got a good swing.
Get it out front. Out front.
Actually, he's playing in right center. He's going to be substituted into the game. This is popped up to second, but over the head of the second baseman. That'll be a base hit and an RBI. Claxton will score. Dixon now stops at third. Runners on the corners, but another run comes in, and it's now 3-0 Georgia. There's a shout out to Carter and Cam Grant. Again, guys, let us know who you are so they'll know who sent the shout out. Here's a shout out to the Grant boys. Carter and Cam, so proud of you. Hashtag Team Alabama. Love Aunt Jennifer. Thank you, Aunt Jennifer. Jace Farmer, the batter. Batting with runners on the corners and 2 outs. And it's a line drive. And did it go fair or foul? Foul, okay. It bounced back into fair play, but it had already crossed the bag. Just foul. Keep it up, Team Georgia. Go Gannon. Mimi loves you. Farmer, the 8th batter to come to the plate, fouls it back. Next pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. That will do it for Georgia here in the first inning, but they plate 3 runs. And as we head to the bottom of the first, it's Georgia 3, Alabama coming to the plate right here on JockJive.com. There's a shout out to Ryder Lowry. Mama loves you. Cousin Keith says, tear them up, Knox, and go Team Georgia. Go Team Georgia. Play hard, Landon. The Ox, Claxton. Uncle Jay loves you. Go Beulah Bobcats. Love you and so proud of you, Ethan Speed, from Aunt Debbie and Uncle Randy. Deborah Shepard. Another shout out. Go Alabama. Another shout out. Way to go, Gannon, Carson, and Team Georgia. Love the Torres family in Tennessee. Well, we start the consolation bracket and the championship bracket tomorrow. All games, assuming we finish on schedule today, would be at 1 o'clock, begin at 1 o'clock with the consolation bracket. And we'll update you on the JockJive Facebook page as to who's in and who's not. We'll post scores of all games today, later tonight. So you have plenty of time to check it out either later tonight or in the morning to figure out when you play and who you play. Harry Grant will lead it off for Alabama. It's Beulah, Alabama, and Swainsboro, Georgia. Go Team Georgia and Jacob Hughes. Aunt Lisa and little brother Camden love you. Glad to have Mike back as our announcer. You rock. Thank you. I appreciate it. Good to be back. It's been a long day, though. I will say that. Started at 9:20. It's 5:20 in the afternoon, and we still have almost 2 games to go. First pitch, swing and a miss. Let's get the bats going. Let's go Alabama from LG. Go Team Alabama. We're so proud of you, of our Beulah boys. That's love the Green family. Let's go Beulah, Alabama from Cam and Carter Grant's uncles Travis and Casey and cousins CJ and Lewis. Thank you, guys. Good luck, Paxton from Donald Trump. Okay. Let's don't get that started. Wishing the best to Carter and Cam Grant. Go Alabama from the Brody Jake. Another shout out, Ryder Lowry. Mama loves you. Grant fouls it back. Another shout out, go Beulah, Alabama. That's from Ryder Lowry's mama. That ball hit into right field. That's a base hit. Leadoff single for Alabama's Harry Grant. Here's a huge shout out to the great group of boys representing Alabama. Moving for y'all really hard. Hang in there, Mike. Drink plenty of fluids. Trust me, I've had a lot of water today and a Gatorade. It is a long day outside. Go Swainsboro. Love Aiden. Grandma Dot from Clearwater, Florida. Connor Snediger, the batter. Snediger, the starting third baseman. Come on, Harry Grant. Smack that ball. From the Ducks. Carter and Cam Grant, Team Alabama. Let's see. Carter and Cam Grant, Team Alabama from Nana, watching in Beulah. This one hit on a line drive, caught by the pitcher. The throw to first, double play. Catch made by Brody Newsome. And there's quickly 2 gone here in the bottom of the first inning. That will send up Asher Arnett. He'll take ball 1. Next pitch. That one's grounded over to the shortstop. No play. Arnett beats it out. Good luck, Ethan Speed. Hashtag Go Beulah from the Crafts. Come on, Connor, hit the ball. Pulling for y'all from the Ducks. Ryder Lowry, the batter. He'll take ball 1. Lowry bounces this one over to the shortstop. They get the force at second in time. 6-4, fielder's choice to end the threat. Alabama fails to score in the bottom of the first. We head to the top of the second. It's Alabama down 3. It's Georgia 3, Alabama nothing. Another shout out. Come on, Asher. Get a good hit from the Ducks. Great play, Swainsboro from Aunt Donna. And a final score to pass along in machine pitch. Louisiana 16, Arkansas 6 in 4 innings.
At the end of 1, we have Georgia
So with that victory, Louisiana moves to 2-0 in pool play. And that means that there will be no playoff in Pool 1, Pool 2, Pool 3, or Pool 4. Once we're done with the pool play games, we'll be done for the day. Now in coach pitch, Mississippi is playing Alabama. That one could still have playoff implications. And then also Lumberton is playing Louisiana in another coach pitch game, which also has playoff implications. Playoff meaning if all three teams in a pool go 1-1, they have to have a playoff to break the tie. So here in the top of the second inning, Georgia sends up batters 9, 10, and 11. Knox Lumley leading it off. Fouls this one back. Lumley starting in right field. And he swings and bounces this one up the middle. The shortstop fields it, throws to first. Got him. Heck of a play by the shortstop. Carter Grant takes away a hit. That ball looked like it was headed towards the outfield as it bounced over the pitching machine. But a good defensive play by Alabama for the first out of the inning. 1 up, 1 down. That will send up Brody Newsom, the pitcher. Another shout out. Let's go Team Georgia. Need more runs. Hits, hits, hits. Aunt Lisa watching in Pooler, Georgia. Timeout call by Newsom. See, tied his shoe. Bouncing ball again over the pitching machine. This time the shortstop has no play. That'll be a base hit for Newsom. A 1-out single. And that will send up Landon Lumpkin. Lumpkin got a piece of it and fouled it off first base side. Well, still one game to go on this field. It will be Lumberton, North Carolina, the host team, and Virginia. Swung on, ground ball past the pitcher. Over to second, the throw to second. Safe, not in time. Fielder's choice, but Newsom beats the throw. And that will put 2 on with 1 out as we head to the top of the order for Georgia. Here's Carson Kettles. Swung on and a ground ball to the shortstop. Takes a bad hop, though, at the last moment and hits the shortstop in his chest. That's going to get a run home. The throw to third. Now they got him caught in a pickle. The throw back to second. They throw it away. The throw comes home, and they'll keep the runner, Lumpkin, at third base. But another run will score, and it's a 4-0 lead for Georgia. Sends up Nate Lloyd. The shout-out says, Carter has 3 outs. Let's go. Let's go Team Georgia. Go Aiden. Aunt Melissa and Uncle Tim are so proud of you. Watching live from Osceola, Arkansas. Thank you, guys. Let's go Team Georgia. We are cheering you guys on for the minor league Team Georgia. Do it big. Miss April's cheering you guys on. Appreciate it, guys. Next week, we'll have AAA Ozone and Majors World Series here in Lumberton, North Carolina. JockJive will again have coverage. I'll be one of the announcers, although I'll make my way back to the Sunshine State after this tournament and then come back from Florida to North Carolina for that one. Ground ball by Lloyd to second. Knocked down, picked up. The flip to second. Close. Did it get him? Yes. Good play. 4-6 fielder's choice. It will be an RBI for Lloyd as Lumpkin scores on the play. That will be the second out of the inning. And it's now 5-0 Georgia here in the second. Gannon Smith lines this one over the head of the second baseman into right field for a base hit. That's going to roll about to the warning track. Runner rounding third. The throw will go to third to try to get Smith, but it's not in time. As Gannon drives in another run with a deep hit to right field. And it's now 6-0 Georgia. That will send up Jacob Hughes, but timeout call by Alabama as they will try to regroup and get this final out of the inning. Thanks again to the shout-outs. You can send them in via text message, area code 352-258-8450, 352-258-8450. Keep fighting, Team Alabama. B-Town all the way from JJ and family. Go Nate, number 11. Aunt Donna screaming in Summertown. 6-0 Georgia here in the top of the second inning. And that will send up Jacob Hughes, who lined out to short his first at bat. And he grounds it into left field for a base hit. That will plate another run. RBI single for Hughes to make it 7-0 Georgia. Boy, a tough day for Alabama, which appear to be headed to a victory against South Carolina. South Carolina scored 4 unanswered to win at 4-3, and now here Georgia jumping out to a big 7-0 lead. And the next batter, Landon Claxton, hits this one into center field for a base hit. So the inning continues. 2 on with 2 outs. 4 runs in. But still a lot of baseball to be played. Let's go Swainsboro, Georgia boys from Southland Insurance Group. Thank you, guys. Gannon, we are so proud of you. Love Aunt Jen and Uncle Freddie. Paxton Dixon to the plate. Pops it up behind the plate. But this one will get out of play. Dixon singled in a run last time up. Another shout out. Proud of you, Ty. Let's win this. Lolly and Pop, Gilmer, Texas. Way to go, Jacob Hughes. Nice hit. Keep it up, Team Georgia, from Aunt Lisa. Go Swainsboro from Papa JT from Clearwater, Florida. Waiting on a couple of baseballs. We've got some brand new ones they'll introduce now. And even an older one. Nope. Umpire put it back. Grab 2 newbies. Another shout out. Great hit, Gannon. Go Team Georgia. Mimi screaming from Adrian, Georgia. Go Team Georgia. The Halls are rooting you on all the way. Go Georgia. We love you, Levi Hall. Love Uncle Larry and Aunt Bubba. Swing and a miss. Another shout out. I'm a Georgia Ant, but that Alabama catcher is bad to the bone. That is Colton Jones behind the plate, the catcher, by the way. As this one is hit into center field, another base hit for Paxton Dixon, his second hit of the game, and he will drive in another run. Scoring on the play was Jacob Hughes. And that will make it 8-0 Georgia. Aiden Bishop will bat with runners at first and second. 2 outs. A lot of this is coming with 2 outs. Alabama just getting hot. Another shout out. Good job, Ox. Team Georgia love Aunt Jin Jin. Bouncing ball left side to the shortstop, but it goes between his legs into left center field. That's going to get another run home as Claxton will score, and Dixon will hold up at third base. 9-0 Georgia. And really, when it rains, it pours for Alabama. That could have been the third out of the inning, but instead, there's still life for Georgia. The 12th batter of the inning to the plate, Jace Farmer will bat, and he pops it up behind the plate. And good effort by the catcher. He just can't catch up to it. Jones, who was bad to the bone. Way to go, Jacob Hughes. Aunt Carroll in Savannah. Go Swainsboro. Ground ball left side. Well, the third baseman stepped in front of his shortstop, and that was probably just enough to delay a throw over to second. The throw was not in time. It will be a fielder's choice and an RBI for Farmer as Dixon scores on the play to make it 10-0. Runners at first and second as they've batted around. And the batter Knox Lumley, who started off the inning with a ground out to short. 7 runs have come across the plate in the second. Ground ball, bouncing ball to third. They've got a force play, and they'll get the out. That's a play there by the third baseman, Snediger, to end the inning. 5 unassisted, fielder's choice, and that will do it for Georgia. But again, they bat around and score 7 runs here in the second inning. And as we head now to the bottom of the second, it's Georgia up by double digits. There is a mercy rule in effect. It's 15 runs after 3, 10 runs after 4. Let's get caught up on our shout-outs at 352-258-8450. Shout-out says, is it safe for the ump to be standing there? Go Alabama. I guess it depends on where there might be. There's been a lot of action at home plate. Shout-out, it is your day today, Texas. Aunt Kelly. Well, wait a minute. That's I have no idea where they're sending that to me. We are not, we don't have Texas. Sorry, Aunt Kelly. Another shout out. You can do it, Swainsboro, Georgia boys. Baseball love from Fripp Island, South Carolina. Debbie Rushing and Philip Jennings are cheering you on. Another shout out. Go Brody. Defense Georgia. Carter Grant leading it off. He'll take the first pitch. Another shout out. Bless it, Aunt Donna. Go Georgia and Swainsboro. Alabama, I want y'all to rally too. This one hit in the air to third, but caught just over in foul territory as the catch is made there by Dixon for out number 1. 1 out, base is empty for Luke Woolley. Another shout out. Go Beulah. It's not over, boys. Keep up the good work from the throwers and Opelika. Another shout out. That's what I'm talking about. Pac-Man, hashtag Go Team Georgia. Go Ethan Speed and Team Alabama from Uncle Lee and Aunt Dana watching in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Hey, guys, there's a base hit up the middle. They got through. A 1-out single for Luke Woolley. That will send up Kelton Elliott. Next shout out. Way to go, Jacob. Go Team Georgia from Papa and Nana in Swainsboro. Another shout out. I have a soft heart for all the boys. Aunt Donna. Understandable. They're out there battling the elements too. Playing hard. Let's go Alabama. Rally back. Love Mrs. Green. This one line and caught by the pitcher. And another double play. He does it again. Brody Newsom with his second double play of the game. Back-to-back innings. And Alabama fails to score here in the second. So we'll move to the third. Our score remains Georgia 10, Alabama nothing, as I'll continue to get caught up here on the shout-outs. Go Gannon Smith, your bus driver. Miss Donna is cheering you on from Swainsboro. Go Georgia. Also, this is how Georgia plays ball. Keep it going. That again from Miss Donna. I think. That might have been from Uncle Larry and Aunt Bubba. Another shout-out. Good job, Aiden. Papa Jr. from Clearwater, Florida. Go Carson. Love Ash, B, and E. Go Heath Templeton. Great hit, Aiden. That's from Aunt Melissa and Uncle Tim in Arkansas. OMG, another double play. Aunt Donna. So they're getting it done defensively and offensively. 2 double plays and 10 runs up on the board. It's Georgia's game right now. Brody Newsom will lead it off. Batters 10, 11, and 1. Another shout out, loving me some Brody and Jacob double plays. Keep up the good defense, boys. Hits, hits, hits. Aunt Lisa and Camden. This ball hit right back to the pitcher, and the play will be made for the first out of the inning. That's Harry Grant making the put out. 1 away. One out, base is empty. As the next batter, Landon Lumpkin hits it off the glove of the pitcher. Picked up at third, the throw to first, a little bit late, not in time. And it's a 1-out base runner for Georgia. That will send us to the top of the order. Carson Kettles will bat. Kettles has hit the ball to the shortstop both times he's been up and reached base safely. He fouls off the first pitch. Once again, if we get all the games in today, will be a 1 o'clock start tomorrow. We may have some weather issues. We'll see. We've been lucky today. Ground ball to the shortstop. Flip to second for 1. 6-4 fielder's choice. As Lumpkin is out at second for the second out. 2 gone for Nate Lloyd, who reached on a fielder's choice, drove in a run and scored last time up. And this one popped up right side, but foul, hooking out of play. Another shout out. Good job, Ox and Team Georgia. We are proud of y'all. Love Sears Hometown Store of Wayne. Try that again. Love Sears Hometown Store of Swainsboro and Vidalia. Ground ball into right field. Well, no, knocked down by the second baseman. He takes away a hit. What a play. He deserves high fives on that one, and he quickly gets into the dugout. I think that is still Asher Arnett at second, but what a play to end the inning. Takes away a hit. I thought it was a base hit, but instead it's an out, and the inning is over. Georgia fails to score in the third. We'll head to the bottom of the third. It remains Georgia 10, Alabama nothing, right here on JockJive.com. We'll continue with our shout-outs. You can send them via text message to area code 352-258-8450. Go Team Georgia. Keep up the good work. Coach Dustin, Coach Kip, and families. Go Team Alabama from Aunt Donna. Go Nate from Aunt Donna. Go Team Alabama. Go Beulah from Miss Macy. Catcher Colton Jones will lead it off for Alabama. And the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Well, I would have to say, and I can't say for certain without adding them up, but I would be surprised if I had less than 200 shout-outs today. That's good. Keep them coming. Ball hit between the legs of the pitching machine and into center field for a base hit. Jones surrounding the bag as it gets by the outfielder, and he's going to go for 2. He's rounding second and heading to third. The ball won't get there. He'll stand up at third base to lead things off for Alabama. Alabama looking for its first run, trying not to get shut out. We'll see if that gets them going here as Jeremiah Pettis will come to the plate. First pitch taken for ball 1. Shout out, Bama second baseman, sweet play, great job. Aunt Lisa of Team Georgia, it was a heck of a play. He took away a hit with a diving play. You can't help but applaud a play like that, no matter what side you're on. There's a base hit into right field, and it gets past the right fielder. That's going to get the run home easily. RBI single for Pettis. Jones gives Alabama its first run of the game. It's now 10-1. That will send up Cam Grant. Let's get our bats going, Alabama. Jay Terrell and family pulling for you. That's my boy. Go Asher. Love Mama. Swing and a miss. My great nephew, Nate, number 11, is awesome. Thanks to everyone braving the weather for these awesome and precious kids. Thank you, Mike. Oh, yeah, from Aunt Donna in Summertown, Georgia. Thank you for that. This one grounded over to second, but it's going to get into right field. And still nobody out. Alabama finding their way back here in the bottom of the third inning. 2 on with nobody out. Keep fighting, Beulah. To Luke Woolley, Carter, and Cam Grant. Go Cam, Carter, and all of Team Alabama from Aunt Stacy. Both teams are amazing. So much talent on one field, but my heart plays for Team Georgia. Love you, Aiden. That's from Aunt Melissa and Uncle Tim in Osceola, Arkansas. Defense, Georgia, from Grandma Dot and Papa Jr. This one grounded to the shortstop. Looks to second, but throws to third in time. Good play. They get the force. Ethan Speed reaches on a fielder's choice for the first out of the inning. 1 out. That will send up the number 12 hitter in the order, Briar Kilgore. Way to go, Ox and Team Georgia. Well, I'll read that in just a moment. Someone's calling the number. There you go. I think they got it. Make sure you send your shout-outs via text message. Way to go, Ox and Team Georgia. Love Mama and Papa from Pine Tucky. Swung on and popped up, but foul. Out of play. Another shout-out. This is from Southern Manor Retirement Inn in Statesboro, Georgia, Swainsboro, Georgia. Or go Swainsboro, Georgia, boys, from Ralph Cowart. Thank you, Ralph. Swing and a miss by Kilgore. You're doing great, Alabama. Love, Abriana. Go Briar and Team Alabama. Love Sissy, Heath, Ryland, and Ava. This one grounded. Knocked down by the second baseman, but he throws it away. First baseman had not come over to cover the bag quite yet. And that's going to get a run home. Sliding in safely was Cam Grant. Ethan Speed moves to third. And it's now 10-2. Timeout call by Georgia. That will put runners at second and third with only 1 out. So Georgia trying to rally, Alabama trying to rally and get back in this thing. Shout-out says, if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw the Georgia catcher clap when the Alabama runner got their first run. Such good sportsmanship. I love you, Georgia boys. Aunt Donna, well, if that happened, certainly indeed. Yeah, you like to see stuff like that. Sportsmanship is an important part of the game of baseball. In fact, Dixie Youth Baseball awards a sportsmanship trophy for each World Series to the team which demonstrates great sportsmanship throughout the series. Top of the order, Harry Grant. Swing and a miss. We'll get back to your shout-outs in just a moment. I'll try to catch my breath a little bit. 10-2, Alabama trails, batting in the bottom of inning number 3. Game scheduled for 6. There's 1 out, 2 on for Harry Grant. Swung on and foul out of play. Let's go Beulah, Alabama boys from Mrs. Manning. Way to go, Cam from Aunt Stacy. This one hit in the air to right field. Base hit. The right fielder dives for it and gets past him. That'll be extra bases for Harry Grant. 2 runs will score. Grant on his way to third. The throw to third is late. He slides in safely with a triple. A 2 RBI triple, and it's now 10-4. Alabama battling back in this one. Here's Connor Snediger. Snediger lined out to the pitcher, a double play back in the first. He'll take ball 1. Ground ball, right side, scooped up at first. Second baseman coming over. Actually, that was the pitcher that came over and covered the bag. Nice play there on the 3-1 putout. It will be an RBI as Grant scores to cut the deficit in half. It's now 10-5. And the bases are empty with 2 outs. A 5-run third inning by Alabama. They're back in this game. Asher Arnett, the batter. And he bounces this one. And then it kind of dies in the grass and rolls past the third baseman into left field for a base hit. The throw gets away, but they back it up. It's a 2-out single for Arnett. That will send up Ryder Lowry, who reached on a fielder's choice. Way to go, Cam, from Aunt Stacy. Foul back with the next one. Swung on and popped up, but that one drifting out of play. Fan makes a one-handed catch. Another shout out. Way to go, Harry. Love Mrs. Manning. Another shout out. That a boy, Harry. Ground ball to second. And they will tag out the runner for unassisted fielder's choice to end the threat. But Alabama on the scoreboard in a big way. 5 runs across the plate in the bottom of the third inning. We've got ourselves a ball game as Alabama has cut the deficit in half. We head to the top of the fourth. It's Georgia 10, Alabama 5, right here on JockJive.com. We'll get back to your shout-outs in just a moment. But wanted to remind you folks to make sure you follow JockJive on Twitter and Facebook. Later tonight, we're going to update all the scores. We're going to tell you who finished 2-0, who finished 1-1, that type of stuff, where they finished. what's it looking like for tomorrow, etc. So like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. We're at JockJive on Twitter. And on Facebook, simply put JockJive Sports in the search engine, and you can find us. Again, we'll give you scores, schedules, game highlights, event updates, and more. Twitter and Facebook are a great way to keep up with JockJive Sports. Gannon Smith will lead it off for Georgia here at the top of the fourth. Game scheduled for 6. See if I get caught up on these shout-outs here. Hit around, Harry Grant. Love, Miss Ali. Let's go Plugger from Matty G. That ball hit up the middle in the center field for a base hit. It gets by the outfielder, the center fielder. A hit and an error, and Smith will get to second, standing up. So Georgia hoping to get some of those runs back. Another shout out. Go Ryder Lowry. Love you, Aunt Connie. Come on, Beulah boys from Carter Lewis. The catcher, Gannon, for Team Georgia is a great kid. It wouldn't surprise me if he did clap for Bama's first run. Aunt Lisa. This one is popped up into left field. No one can see it, though. It's a base hit for Jacob Hughes. Smith will hold at third base. Now he's going to, well, he thought about it. The throw will come home. That'll send the runner to second, though. So runners at second and third with nobody out for Georgia. Someone says, who is Aunt Donna from Aunt Donna? Claxton hits that one foul, third base side. Papa and Mimi proud of Knox Lumley, number 24. Nice triple, Harry, from the Greens. Rally, Beulah boys. Love you all. Nana Speed from Opelika, Alabama. Way to go, Ox and Team Georgia. Love Hope and Justin. Excuse me. That ball is going to land in fair territory. It will be a base hit for Landon Claxton. So the bases are loaded with nobody out for Paxton Dixon. Dixon pops it up, first base side, foul territory, diving effort. First baseman can't come up with it, but he did dive for it. You got to applaud that. That's Ryder Lowry. So Paxton Dixon will return to the plate. Way to go, Ox and Team Georgia. Love Hope and Justin. I think I just read that one. Good luck, number 24, Knox, cheering for them Georgia boys. Dee. Way to go, Harry Grant from Miss Macy. This is popped up to first. This one's playable, though, and this time the catch will be made. Good play as Lowry uses two hands on it, falling to the ground. That will be the first out of the inning. That'll send up Aiden Bishop. Another shout out. Great inning, Alabama. You're back in it. We love you, Connor. We're watching live. Uncle Lucas, Aunt Suzette. And another play by the first baseman for out number 2. Let's try that shout out again. Great inning, Alabama. You're back in it. We love you, Connor. We're watching live. Uncle Lucas, Aunt Suzette, Kara, and Eliza. Go Beulah boys. Love Mrs. McCool. 2 outs for Jace Farmer. And he swings and misses for strike 1. I think I read this one. Go Beulah boys. Love Mrs. McCool. Foul back. Way to go, Gannon and Jacob. Come on, Team Georgia. String those hits together. Need more runs. Love Aunt Lisa and Camden. Go Asher. Love Aunt Callie. Go Trayden. Good luck, boys. Bring it home. Stephanie and Jail. Swing and a miss by Farmer. And that will do it here in the fourth. Georgia loaded the bases with nobody out, but they failed to score. So we'll head to the bottom of the fourth. It's 10-5 Georgia. Another shout out. Let's hit it, Nate. Aunt Donna, can you steal bases? Someone says, I want to take a moment to appreciate the announcers and being able to pronounce Opelika correctly. Jennifer Thrower. Well, sometimes you take a stab at it, you throw it up against the wall and see if it sticks. And I've actually heard of Opelika before. There are some names that I may have trouble with. And let me make a case in point about names, okay? There in Florida, I've had a girl by the name of, well, it's spelled A-L-Y-S-S-A. Think about that for a moment. A-L-Y-S-S-A. How would you pronounce? Alisa? Alyssa? Yes, I've heard both. A-L-Y-S-S-A, but I've also heard this past May at a high school softball state tournament, it was pronounced Eliza. Same spelling, pronounced 3 different ways. That's the funny thing about names. Which is a big reason why I try to get pronunciations every game. Carter Grant will lead it off for Alabama. Here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Go Asher Arnett, love Aunt Callie. Way to play hard rider from the Ducks. Go Beulah boys, great coaching staff. Go Damian Lowry, love Beth. Way to go Team Georgia from Colby Edenfield. Good job Ryder Lowry from Mama. Let's go Beulah, love Mrs. Dana. Way to hold 'em Beulah from Mrs. McCool. Go Team Georgia from Aiden's Uncle Jerry from Florida. Way to come back, Beulah, Alabama boys. We're pulling for you in Valley, Alabama. Great hitting, Luke Woolley, Smiley, and Joe Lynn. And the shortstop has no play on the ball hit by Grant. So Carter Grant will lead things off. He's at first. Now for Luke Woolley. Woolley with a base hit, first time up. 10-5, Alabama trails. They've got a runner at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss by Woolley. We're in the bottom of inning number 4. The game is scheduled for 6. This one's a big one because the winner will advance to the championship bracket. The loser will advance to the consolation bracket.
Down and ready, going 2.
Swung on and fouled back.
Looking at you, Pat.
Strike 2 now to Woolley.
Hey, y'all clean it up. Field it clean. Come on, boys.
Still one more game to go here on this field. It will be Lumberton, North Carolina, and Virginia. The Virginia State champion and the host team. This pitch taken for a ball. Last pitch coming up. And a ground ball past the diving first baseman into right field for a base hit. So here comes Alabama yet again. Runners at first and second, or excuse me, first and third with nobody out. Runners on the corners for Kelton Elliott. This one is popped up to the pitcher, or to the first baseman, excuse me. The pitcher kind of coming over a little bit. The catch will be made in foul territory for the first out. 1 out. 2 on. And that will send up Colton Jones, who singled his first time up. He'll take ball 1. And that will line foul to first.
Jacob, move them feet, baby. Look, stay right there. Stay right there. Come in. Go over, son. Go over. Come in.
This one bounced up the middle and through into center field for a base hit. Throw to second. Actually, they're going to call him out at second. So it will end up being a fielder's choice, not a hit. It will be an RBI, but they get a big out as Grant scores on the play. Woolley is out at second for the second out of the inning, but they do play to run to make it 10-6. There's someone watching live from Searcy, Arkansas. Nice to have people watching from all parts of the country as this one's fouled off out of play by Jeremiah Pettis. Runner at first with 2 outs. It's a 4-run game in the 4th. Someone had noted the camera being a little blurry. We are not high definition, unfortunately. You need a certain amount of internet to do that. If there's a way that we can go high def at some point in the tournament, we will. But again, it is based on how much internet we have. That one's fouled back. I'll see tomorrow if I can choose a better setting to get a better picture. But again, sometimes when you do that and you don't have enough internet, it starts getting choppy. You start seeing players kind of, taking a step, and then the next thing you know, they're a couple steps away. Just with a glitch. In other words, ground ball foul to first. And that will do it as Pettis is out for the 3rd out of the inning. But Alabama does plate another run, so they're within 4 with 2 innings to play. We head to the top of the 5th. Georgia still out in front, but Alabama with 6 unanswered runs in this game. Our score 10-6. Georgia as we head to the top of the 5th. Here's a shout out that says, "Way to go, Carter Grant. Love Nana." Someone says the camera is great. Thank you so much for the coverage. You're welcome. Go Carson. Miss Shanda loves you. Good hit, Carter Grant from Aunt Stacy. Wind kind of blowing in and cooling things off. We'll take it. Give me a little wind here. So it blows in a little bit. It's been a warm day today. Temperature got up into the low 90s. I think I saw it up to 93 at one point today. Another shout out. Come on now, Georgia. I ain't bragging on Bama no more. LOL. Aunt Donna. Yep, they're starting to make it interesting. Another shout out. Looking good, Georgia boys. Levi Hall, hope you feel better soon. We love our number 21 Hall. Love Aunt Don and family. Thank you, guys. We certainly hope he's okay. I noticed that he wasn't in the lineup for this second game. So, Levi, I hope you feel better. He got overheated earlier today and left the game. Knox Lumley will lead it off. And he hits the first pitch into center field for a base hit. Well, Georgia loaded the bases with nobody out in the top of the fourth, but couldn't score. So let's see if they can plate some runs here in the fifth. Brody Newsom steps in. Another shout out. Keep fighting, Alabama, from Mrs. Dana. Another shout out. Let's go get some hits, Team Georgia. 4 runs is not enough against this fighting Bama team. This is popped up, but foul down the right field line. Just foul. Let's try that one again. Let's get some hits, Team Georgia. 4 runs is not enough against this fighting Bama team. Let's go. Hashtag Gucci Gang, Aunt Lisa in Pooler, Georgia. Another shout out. This one says, just want to say thank you for covering the games. You're making it possible. We'll wait for this play. Ground ball to second. The throw to second will be in time. 4-6 fielder's choice. Lumley out at first, or second rather. Newsom safe at first, and there's your first out of the inning. And you can see these games go so quickly. It's hard to get to that many shout outs. I try to squeeze them all in, though. Landon Lumpkin, the batter. He pops it up behind the plate. This is playable, but off the glove of the catcher. Good attempt, though, by Jones. Okay, let me try this one again. Just want to say thank you for covering the games. You're making it possible for me to cheer my nephew on. Hashtag Go Team Georgia. Very welcome. We're glad you're tuning in. Swung on and a ground ball foul to first. Top of the order on deck for Georgia. Another shout out. Go Team Georgia from Aunt Donna. We got a couple of Aunt Donnas out there. Another shout out. Load me up, Georgia. Aunt Donna. That's the other Aunt Donna. This is an Aunt Donna in the 478 area code. And the other Aunt Donna is in a 334 area code. Ground ball to short. Takes a bad hop, though, on the shortstop, and he's got no play. So Lumpkin and Newsom are aboard as we head to the top of the order with 1 out. Next shout out. Come on, Beulah boys. Defense, we got this. Proud of all the boys. Hashtag Team Alabama. Love Aunt Jennifer. Swing and a miss. Carson Kettles, the batter. We're back to the top of the order. 4th at bat today. Kettles, again, has hit all of his balls down over to the shortstop. Let's see if he hits it there again. He'll take that one for a ball. Reached on a fielder's choice last time, a 6-4 fielder's choice. 1 out. 2 on for Georgia, leading 10-6 in the top of the 5th. Swung on and a bouncing ball to third. Takes a bad hop on the third baseman. He lunges at the runner and can't come up with the out. Good effort, though, after recovering after that bad hop. And it may have hit him in the face. Connor Snediger bending over, and let's hope he's okay. And I applaud his effort to stick with it and try to make a play before thinking about the injury. All the players down on one knee. A show of sportsmanship. So the base is loaded with 1 out as Georgia looks to add to this 10-6 lead. And the good news is he's on his feet. So Connor's okay. Good. I've seen a bunch of injuries today. Guys getting hit in the face and coming back and shaking it off and walking it off under their own power. And even in some instances like here, staying in the game. Go Gannon Smith and Carson Kettle, sending our love from Tennessee. Hashtag Team Georgia. By the way, we have one Aunt Donna in Swainsboro. That is the 478 area code. That's the battle of the Aunt Donnas. Let's go Aiden. Love Nana and Papa. Hashtag Team Georgia.
Hard hit, Nate. Swing that bat.
Nate Lloyd, the batter. And he hits this one over to second on one hop, picked up by the second baseman, who will throw to second and get the force out. That's a 4-6 fielder's choice. It's an RBI for Lloyd. Well, let's see what's happening here. The other runner, Lloyd, went to second. That will put runners on the corners. And it makes it 11-6 Georgia. Gannon Smith will bat now, with runners at second and third. And this one hit over to the pitcher, gloved on a hop. The throw to first, low but in time. And that will do it for Georgia in the fifth. They do get one run. And as we head to the bottom of the fifth, it's now Swainsboro, Georgia, 11, Beulah, Alabama, 6. Pool play here on day one of the Dixie Youth Baseball Machine Pitch World Series. Another shout out. Smiley says, let's hold 'em, Beulah. You can do it. Let's go, Beulah boys. Love Miss Ritchie. My Nate's up to bat. Do it, son. Clap, clap, clap for hurt player. Donna J. And Donna's gone now to Donna J, so she can be recognized in Swainsboro. Another shout out. Go Landon. Love Uncle Phil and Elizabeth. Hashtag Team Georgia. Keep fighting, Team Alabama, from Carter and Cam's Nana. Alabama will send up the bottom of the order here in the bottom of the fifth. 10, 11, and 12 due up. Another shout out. Defense, 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 Team Georgia, from Aunt Lisa in Pooler, Georgia.
Landon, be ready.
Cam Grant will bat now.
Hey, 1, 2, 3, defense, let's go.
First pitch taken for ball one.
Landon.
Grant with a single and a run scored back in a 5-run third inning for Alabama. Do they have it in them again to put up a big inning? Ground ball, slow roller left side. The pitcher charging after it and fields it and throws him out. Boy, a heck of a play by Newsom, because the only way to make that play is to get to it quickly, and Newsom did just that. And even the coach that's delivering the balls from the pitching machine patted him on the helmet there. We've seen some good defensive plays on this field today. So Cam Grant is out for the first out of the inning. That will send up Ethan Speed, number 1. And that one fouled off at home plate. Another shout out. Play some defense, Georgia. That was a good defensive play there. Speed has reached on a fielder's choice and scored. He swings and misses here. Another shout out. Go B. You can do it. We love you. Henley, Mark, and Macy. Last pitch coming up for Ethan Speed. Bouncing ball left side to the shortstop, but it goes off his leg. Nate Lloyd didn't quite get the glove down, and Speed is safe at first with 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Game is scheduled for 6 innings. It's a 5-run lead for Georgia, but Alabama with a runner at first and 1 out, hoping to get back in this thing and clinch a spot in the championship bracket. One team will go to the championship bracket. The other will go to the consolation bracket. That's what's at stake in this pool play game. This one's fouled off. Little history here from Donna J. Swainsboro, the crossroads of the South. Highway 80 goes from the ocean in Georgia to the ocean in California. I did not know that. Highway 1 goes from Key West to the Canadian border. Only place in the United States that the two cross is in Swainsboro. I am going to save that nugget. Thank you for that. I'm going to text that to myself. A little history lesson, folks. Wonder how many of you Swainsboro people knew that. Brycer Kilgore, the batter, as he fouls this one off. Another shout out, Hold'em, Georgia. Come on, Nate, heads up. Donna J screaming for you. Another shout out, so glad Connor's okay. Miss Macy, me too, Miss Macy. That's a swung on and hit into right field. That's going to stay fair. It drops for a base hit. The throw goes to third, and it gets away, but not far enough to advance the runner. So Kilgore is at second base rather, and Speed is over at third base with 1 out. Top of the order now. Here's Harry Grant. Grant tripled in 2 runs last time up. Alabama trying to get back in it. They trail by 5, 11-6. This one has popped up in the infield left side. The shortstop calling for it and making the catch, and there's out number 2. That will send up Connor Snedeker. Grounded out last time up, but drove in a run. 2 outs with 2 on for Alabama in the bottom of the 5th inning. They trail 11-6. Another shout out. Let's go Team Alabama. So proud of you guys from Miss Imfinger. Bouncing ball to short. And no throw. All right, got the lineup for the final game. Thank you for that. We're almost done. We can see light at the end of the tunnel now, can't we? They've done a good job of getting the lineups to me quickly for the next game. Asher Arnett, the batter, as it's now 11-7. Runners on the corners. And Arnett grounds this one to short. Takes a bad hop, but fielded cleanly. And the throw to second will be in time. 6-4 fielder's choice to end the inning. Good play by Nate Lloyd to stick with that one. Alabama, though, does get another run. And as we head to the final inning of play, it's a 4-run game. This one's still not over just yet. Georgia 11, Alabama 7 here on JockJive.com. We'll keep it right here and see if we get caught up on more shout-outs. Someone says Beulah and Valley are way down yonder on the Chattahoochee. Proud of our Alabama boys, Smiley and Jolynn. There's a shout-out to Sweet Cam for his awesome effort. He is playing sick, but there to play nonetheless. So proud of him. Aunt Jennifer. Thank you, Aunt Jennifer, for letting us know. Good to see him out there battling, even though he's not feeling well. Another shout-out, that's my boy Nate from Donna J. She says that her husband can't get his nap from her screaming. Well, you got a good reason, right? Come on, B. We are watching. Jacob Hughes will lead things off. Another shout out. Let's go Knucklehead from Brian, Britt, and Jess. I guess Knucklehead knows who he is. This one hit into left field for a base hit by Hughes. He's going to round the back, think about two, but hold it first with a base hit. That's his third hit of the game. Leadoff single to start the top of the sixth. That will send up Landon Claxton. Another shout out. Let's go Jacob Hughes and Team Georgia. More runs, please. You got this. I am so proud of both these teams. Aunt Lisa, thank you. So proud of you, B. Love, May May. Swing and a miss by Landon Claxton. Another shout out. Hold them, Beulah. Keep fighting Alabama. This one hit foul to third. Another shout out. Do work, Pac-Man and the Swainsboro boys. Let's do this, boys. Do it, Georgia. Yay, Donna J. Well, they are done in one of the coach pitch tournaments. The final score rolling in. Claxton with a swing and a miss here. And that is strike three. Claxton is the first out of the inning. But in coach pitch, Alabama has defeated Mississippi 8-5. So with that victory, Alabama goes 2-0, so there is no playoff in any of the pools today. How about that? Out of 8 pools, we went 8 for 8. No playoff games today. This one's popped up by Paxton Dixon, but foul over to third.
Get it down, baby. Get it down. Come on. Keep it on down, Pat.
Another shout out says Aunt Donna is awesome. That's from Miss Shanda, I think. Another shout out. We love you, Paxton. Number 8. Love Dixon, Deloach family. This one hit into center field for a base hit. Maybe. Let's see. The throw goes to second, but dropped at second base. So that will put 2 on with 1 out. 11-7 Georgia. We're in the top of the 6th. Final inning of play. Another shout out. We are so proud of this Georgia team and their coaches. Jen from Tennessee. Thank you, Jen. That ball hit back to the pitcher, but off his glove and picked up at second. No throw. Everybody's safe. Bases loaded for Georgia. That sends up Jace Farmer. Another shout out. Over the fence, says Donna J. Give it your all, Briar, from Uncle Jeff. Donna J says that's what I'm talking about. Jace Farmer with the bases loaded and 1 out. Hits this one on the ground past the third baseman and the shortstop into left field. 1 run will score. Here comes run number 2. The throw actually goes to second. Some big insurance runs for Swainsboro, Georgia. Jacob Hughes and Paxton Dixon score on the play. Bishop safe at second. And it's now 13-7 Georgia. First and second with 1 out for Knox Lumley. And that one hit into left field. That's going to drop for a base hit. They're waving home Bishop. Aiden will score. The throw goes home instead of to third, and it's not in time. And on the throw, Lumley takes second. So Farmer safe at third, Lumley at second. And another run scores to make it 14-7 Georgia. There's a shout out from an Alabama aunt to all the Georgia supporters that were offering words of encouragement to our Beulah boys. Thank you for that. The batter, Brody Newsom. Another shout out, do it, from Donna J. Another shout out, way to go, number 6. Ann and Papa. This one's hit foul, left side. Way to go, Colt, Love, Rex, and Jay. Second and third with 1 out for Swainsboro, Georgia. They lead at 14-7 in the top of the 6th. They'd like to get as many runs as they can and really put some pressure on Alabama in the bottom of the 6th inning. Newsom hits this one to first. Knocked down, picked up by the first baseman. And the foot race is won by the first baseman. Nice play there by Ryder Lowry. 3 unassisted. However, it's an RBI as Farmer scores. Lumley goes to third, and it's now 15-7. But that is the second out of the inning. 2 outs for Landon Lumpkin. Has a couple of hits today. And he hits this one over to the pitcher. Well, past the pitcher, picked up at short. The throw to first, got him. Nice play. 6-3 put out, and the inning is over. But a big inning for Georgia as they played 4 more runs. And as we head to the bottom of the 6th, it's now Georgia 15, Alabama 7. Keep it right here so we can get caught up on our shout-outs and get you ready for the last half inning of play. This one says, way to go, Georgia boys. Keep the runs coming from Southland Insurance Group. Way to hit, Georgia. Keep it up, boys. So proud of you, from Aunt Lisa. That away, boys. We love our Swainsboro boys. Team Georgia, you are an inspiration to all who have been with you on your incredible journey to this place you find yourselves at today. Be your best. You. Be your best you. Love, Mia from St. Pete, Florida. Hashtag teamwork, hashtag family and friends, hashtag community support. Stay focused, Alabama, and stay in the game. Love you, B. Aunt Karen. Shout out to the coaches from Aunt Callie. Way to go, Georgia. This has been a great game for both teams. Proud of all the boys from Aunt Dawn. Another shout out. I'm still loving that Alabama catcher, Donna J. So proud of you, Aiden. Grandma Dot, Florida. Go Team Georgia. Let's play defense, Georgia. Love y'all, from Miss April. Ryder Lowry leading it off here in the bottom of the 6th inning for Beulah, Alabama. They trail 15-7. The winner will play in the championship bracket. The loser will play in the consolation bracket. Popped up the third in foul territory, and the catch is made by Paxton Dixon. 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. That will send up Carter Grant, who had an infield hit and a run scored last time up. Georgia 2 outs away from victory. Another shout out. Great game for both teams. Hold 'em, Georgia. We love you. Ox watching from Griffin, Georgia. This is hit on the ground between the legs of the pitching machine. Scooped up at short. The throw to first. Got him. Good play again by the shortstop, Nate Lloyd. At times, he's been a vacuum cleaner. 6-3 put out. 2 away. So, Alabama down to their final out in this one as Luke Woolley steps in. He's 2 for 2 on the day. He'll take ball 1. Another shout out. Need some big defense, Team Georgia. You got this. Love, Aunt Lisa. Let's go, Alabama. It's not over till it's over. From the Green family. Ground ball right side. Knocked off the glove of the first baseman. And that will get Woolley to the bag safely. 2 out base runner. That sends up Kelton Elliott. Another shout out. Go Team Georgia and Jace Farmer. Love Miss Beth and all the girls at Peachtree Pharmacy in Louisville, Georgia. This one's fouled back. Let's get some runs on that board, Alabama, from Smiley and Jolynn.
Hey, y'all catch it outfield. Let's go, boys. Come on.
This one hit on the ground to second, and they will tag out the runner for unassisted. Kelton Elliott will reach on a fielder's choice, and the ball game is over. Georgia's going to get the victory by the final score of 15-7. So with the victory, Georgia clinches a spot in the championship bracket. Alabama will play in the consolation bracket tomorrow beginning at 1 o'clock. Well, thanks again to all the shout-outs. I'm not sure what I think the church festivities or church service rather, is what they just announced. It's going to say 9:30 a.m. We're not playing ball then. Final score once again, Georgia 15, Alabama 7. So Georgia finishes 1-1 behind South Carolina, which went 2-0. Couple of shout-outs, and then we'll sign off. Keep your head up, Beulah. Another one. Thank you, Mike. You're very welcome. Hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast. Way to go, Georgia, says another one. Actually, two people say way to go, Georgia. Way to go, Team Georgia. Go Gannon. Mimi loves you all. Let's go, Beulah boys. So proud of you, Donna M. Finger from Beulah. And one more, and then we'll sign off. Defense, Georgia, Brock Lamb and family. And actually one more. Thank you, Mike. You were great. Aunt Lisa, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. That's going to do it. 15-7, our final score. We got one more game to go. Lumberton, North Carolina, the host team against Virginia, the state champion, coming up next. By the way, that game was scheduled to start at 4:30. And, yes, it's 6:30. We're over 2 hours behind. Well, I said that was it. Let's go, Georgia, from Brody F., number 3. Go Paxton. And then one more, and then that will do it. Way to go, both teams. And also bless you, Alabama. Final score once again, Georgia 15, Alabama 7. For all of us here at JockJive.com, I'm Mike Rideout. So long. Goodbye. And God bless.